we go again, you guys, with these Corona Chronicles Volume 2. Is keeping it all the way live with you all. And I have with me you tonight, comedian Marcus Banks. What's up, Marcus?
Well, it's today. It's afternoon. It's not tonight.
So the audience don't know because I'm going to put this interview out at night.
You know what happened? They see the lights. They see the motherfucking sun in the back.
They don't be paying attention to that part.
I'm like, tonight.
Okay, so you guys this afternoon, okay, no, which will be aired later on tonight.
If the news can do it, you can do it too.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm good, and taking it day by day, maintaining, figuring out different hustles while, I can't go on these comedy clubs, but that's a good thing about being versatile in different things that you do. Like, a lot of people just think like when you're a comedian, all you know how to do is make people laugh, but in these times you got to think outside the box and learn how to hustle and, just stay grounded and stay on point. Because now when you used to making this every weekend or you making this every week, off the books or on the books or paid promotion and things of that. And now just it's a standstill because a lot of things ain't open. If you had like partnerships and paid partnerships, they probably taking a couple dollars back because it's like, yo, how we gonna sell anything if there's so much Corona going on? You know what I mean? Like, if Fashion Nova could stop for 2 months, then damn well other people's like, all right, Fashion Nova stopping shit, we gotta stop. And Fashion Nova was shipping shit out like this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So with some of these hustles that you have on the side, have you learned anything new about yourself as a comedian or just even as a man going through this pandemic and having to have these new...
No, hell yeah. I learned how to put some money in my pocket. I couldn't just stand there. I don't get unemployment. You know what I mean? And not to name any comedians, but I seen a lot of comedians, like, second month, it was just straight, pushing that button of like, what am I going to do now? What's going to happen now? You always got to have a backup hustle. You know what I mean? Like, I went to college, so, and I played in the streets. So it's like, I already knew what I had to do. I know a couple people that was, one of my homeboys, he was running the Sprinter company. My other homeboy, he run like a, boats and jet skis. So that's how I really got my money this summer, just like doing a lot of rentals. You know what I mean? Doing a lot of rentals. And another person of mine I know was doing furniture rentals. Helping them with furniture rentals, throwing pool parties, things of that nature. So I did my due justice. I definitely got me some coins this summer. Yeah. So I think I should be good until Corona's gone.
Okay. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that as long as the money keeps shaking. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Shake the money tree. That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
As a comedian, I know that it's probably been a challenge, you know what I mean, with not being able to be on stage and not being able to work in your craft. What have you found, if anything, that works to help with some of those challenges?
Well, I got a backyard, so from time to time, I'll just throw like a little surprise something, you know what I mean, throw something there. Or it's people that lately been calling me like, hey, I was just wondering if we could, you know what I mean, throw a little show here. So at times, I still not dibble and dabble, but I still try to get on stage twice a week. Because I don't really post much because, 6 foot distancing, and most of these places I be going to is like invite only. So it's just, once people see it, they're like, yo, bro, you couldn't tell me about the show. It's like, I really can't tell you about the show. There's so much going on.
Right.
Even if I tell you about a show at a comedy club, everybody can't get in. So there's no reason for me to turn my fans around. I'd rather just wait it out and have patience. And in the meantime, I still work on my craft. And from time to time, I go to open mics or comics watching comics, or from time I sit down with other comedians and write. And from there, you see if it worked, just going places,
So what type of impact do you feel like your social media presence has on you continuing your growth through the pandemic?
Oh, I still look good on my Instagram. I'm straight. I'm good. You know what I mean? I ain't losing followers yet, so I'm good on that point. I'm straight. You know what I mean? The only thing that I can say is the tour that was set up, that could have probably took me to a good 30K, 35K on Instagram. That's what really impacted. Then the money I could have made, because I was supposed to go on tour with a Haha Davis. And, when we first got all the dates, we was at 75 cities. So then once Corona came, DC was was the first stop we was going to. We were supposed to do Baltimore Comedy Factory, then DC. So once we got, we played it by ear. You know what I mean? Played by ear because everybody was just like, nah, the show must go on, show must go on. Then the 6 feet distance was in play. Then I'm like, yo, we ain't even going, you know what I mean? That's when the whole New York was like, oh, New York is the mecca of Corona. And then that's when everything was just like, all right, that's it. You know what I mean? Everything just started shutting down just like that.
Wow. I know it is definitely
But my
heavy.
followers is genuine because there's some people out here that be having like 230K on Instagram and get 95 likes. My followers is genuine. Everybody, I know all my followers, each and every one of them.
Each and every one of them.
Each and every one of them. Each city, each state, each country, I know them.
Hey, ain't
Even the
nothing
fake
wrong with
pages.
that.
Yeah, and that's to my ex-girlfriend. I know that's you on a fake page.
She's got to stalk you some kind of way.
Yeah, I know
he's
that.
Doing too much. He's still getting coins where he at.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, most definitely. But what is your hope, I guess, for post-pandemic comedy life? Like, what would you like to see versus, I guess, what you think the reality might be?
The reality is, once we go back, these comedy clubs are not probably going back to, back to 100% till about, I say 2022. That's what I say.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, because now you think of it, they saying, oh, fall of 2021, we go back to regular scheduled program.
Mm-hmm.
But in all actuality, I'm looking at it like, you talking about the NBA, the NFL, MLB, all these, we talking some millions of dollars. But who keeps those millions of dollars? The Patriots. Same thing with comedy clubs. Who keeps all the money? Who is buying the 2-drink minimum? Not the comics. They are. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
It's going to be a money flow of where it's going to be some up and downs, but no one's really trying to risk health. And if some people are, then that's on them. Like, I see a lot of these comedians still touring, but I just can't do it the way they're doing it. You know what I mean? You do it at your own speed. Me, I wait till it's fully. Like, when they say, oh, the cure is here, boom, 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 like the swine flu and Ebola, how it was over in 2-3 weeks, I back to regular scheduled program, then I'll go back on. But until then, I'm good. Because people used to laugh at me when I was wearing a mask.
Right.
When I used to go, like, overseas, and I put a mask on, people like, yo, you don't need no mask. Oh, all right. Now it's mandatory. You get on a Delta flight and the middle seat is now not open.
Right. Right. You better have your mask on. Your ass ain't going nowhere.
I'm kind of happy that they taking this middle seat out. I used to hate the person in the middle. Just bought their ticket last night. Want to lean on? Hey, bro, get up off me. Get up off me.
So yes, we could definitely salute to the middle seat being open, you guys, and the cheap flights for a little while.
Yeah, I enjoy
when
the
it
cheap
comes
flight.
back, that shit gonna hit your head.
Spirit, they cheap, but as soon as you put a bag on there, you like, damn, I should have walked here.
No bullshit. No bullshit. Let me tell you, I only rode Spirit one time in my life, and that was one time too many. I swear to God, I ended up stranded in Atlanta, fooling with Spirit.
2 times. I went to Fort Lauderdale one time when I was performing for a cruise. I got booked like 2 days before. The lady sent me in, was like, hey, I'm so sorry I got to send you this. I'm like, cool. But the best flight I ever went on Spirit was the second time when I went to Myrtle Beach. It was like the plane went up and it came back down. I was like, oh, shit, that's cool. That's all I can. That was it. I was like, oh, shit, that's nice.
So, has there been any impact on the love life, on the sex life with the
No, I'm still rolling. Shit, I'm still a free spirit.
Okay,
anybody want to lock me down, you just wait till September 22nd. When summer's over, I'm still having a hot boy summer. Shit. Word up. I'm out here looking for the Cardi B's and Meg Thee Stallions.
That's what you're doing?
I'm looking for the Meg Thee Stallions and the Cardi B's right now.
Shit, where they at?
I don't know. But after I seen that video, any chick I see on Instagram, I'll be double check. Ooh, who you?
So with the pandemic being in place, a lot of people really, the sex lives have changed their dynamic and how they do, how they choose, how they operate. But you saying you still out here on these HOE games. So, I mean, do the women come to the bedroom with the gloves and the mask on? What's going on?
I'm saying I'm a hotel guy, you know what I mean? Like, cause you know what I mean, my mom is an essential worker, so that in and out shit ain't happening. Cause I'm on the East Coast right now, but I'm at my mom's house, you know what I mean? I'm still back and forth East Coast, West Coast. but I'm about to move in the next month or so. But my mom ain't having that shit. Like, hell no. and the way she got to report to her job, and nah, hell no. I be having to fly by.
Gonna be in my house.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'll do a hotel, but I'll do a hotel for like a week, and I'll be fine and dandy. I just tell the clean lady, go at your own risk. Go at your own risk.
I'm saying, so are you not as concerned with COVID, say, as STDs? Because a lot of people seem like they forgot all about STDs when COVID came. Or are you?
Yo, if anyone really knows me, I'm the condom king. Like, there's not anywhere, any city, there's not one female, probably one in their whole life, probably can say they ever got raw dogged by Marcus Banks. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? My mom worked in that field, so it's like, I can't be going in like, oh, my shit, the pee is burning. It ain't happening. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't happening. So I would be more concerned with STD. Of course, anybody would. But with the corona situation, I already caught it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fully caught it. Like, I caught it April 1st. I quarantined until April 18th. And then on top of it, how my mom being an essential worker, they put me in a hotel. And so I was down for like a month and like 2 days quarantining. You know what I'm saying? So all of this corona, I'm like, I'm over it. I caught my tail end of it.
Have you had any residual symptoms afterward?
No, absolutely not. Lucky. And I've been everywhere. Like, I still been traveling, still doing my, you know what I mean, still going to meet with other comedians and putting ideas together. So once this is over, I can apply the pressure. So I've been in all of the hot spots, come back quarantine, back to a hot spot, you know. So I'm over it. I'm just over it. Like,
go ahead.
I'm just saying, whenever they find a cure, let me know.
Yeah, but let me tell you why I asked. I actually today was just having this conversation with a homegirl of mine because I had COVID, might as well say the entire July. Might as well say I was in the house the entire July. She had it in March, but both of us, like, post-virus, have had like residual symptoms that seems like this part of it, a piece of it, they just never going away. And I mean, we've had negative tests and things of that nature, but like we still are not at 100%. And I think that it's crazy. I don't know if it's, you know, maybe the way it hits people differently. You know, it's still so many unanswered questions when it comes to coronavirus. Yeah. But that's why I asked, because some people that I know that have had it, like the people who I know that were asymptomatic from jump, never had an issue, point blank period. They quarantined with
in the beginning I felt like I was asymptomatic because I ain't feel none of this shit until no taste and no smell came. And I was like, whoa.
Right.
Then the sneezing and then the shortness of breath. I said, all right, hold on, partner. I told my mom that first day, she was like, can't come back in this house.
Now, let me ask you, because everybody has a different experience with that disease. But the reality of it at the end of the day is that we've all had something or have survived something that is taking motherfuckers out. You know, and it was taking.
But this is like underlying walking pneumonia.
Right. But so my question is, did it change your perspective on life in general, having a disease that we're watching, you know, internationally is taking people out? Did it change your perspective on life, or
it changed my perspective? I see my aunt, my cousin, and one of my good friends on a breathalyzer, like clinging for life. Then I seen like people from my neighborhood, like older people with genuine love for me, young people my age, people I went to school with, people that my little brother went to school with. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like it hits close to home when you start seeing every other day you putting up a rest in peace of someone you know or someone you cared about or someone you just had a conversation with. You know what I mean? Like, it used to be, you know, probably 2-3 years, I probably put rest in peace because a couple people done got shot by a gun, maybe, you know, a car accident. But now it's like every other day you don't even want to go on the internet because it's just right to the point of rest in peace. And you just like, wow, damn, him. And what hit me hard was one of my homeboys. Me and him had a mutual friend. I ain't gonna say he was like my best friend, but we times when we linked up, been in clubs or just around each other. Great soul. He never drank, never smoked. Worked out every day in the gym, ate healthy, was straight like vegan. You know what I mean? Like vegan for like the last 7 years. Like when people talk this vegan shit, I always be like, he know this shit for real. Like ate mushrooms in the morning and shit, like things of that nature. So when he died, it was like, oh, this shit is real. Because this is a strong dude, and you telling me this shit done went through his body and just God called him home. And I never questioned God. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's kind of like, damn, him, like, it's other, I don't wish death on nobody, but damn, take some other motherfuckers, man.
Right.
Take some of these people that ain't taking care of their kids. Like, fuck out of here.
Right. No, I understand that 150%. One of the things that I talk about with some people who I know that have had it is I always bring things back to sex. You have to forgive me, but that's what the show's about.
Oh, go ahead.
Like, are people out here right now having end of the world type sex? Like once I had COVID and
I felt I did.
You know what I'm saying? It was like shut down. It was like, yo, as soon as it was over, it was like, goddamn, I need to fuck something, if not everything.
I was in this shit the other day with everything I had. And then I might have like said some crazy shit like, yeah, maybe we should spice things up. And she's like, what you mean? I'm like, oh shit. I was ready to like bring another chick, but I'm like, it's probably the wrong time to ask for a threesome, so let me just leave it alone.
Hey, but listen, but I think that this is the right time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying I've had my fair share of those and a fair share during COVID, but I'm like, I felt like this one, like this. I felt like the girl I asked was like, whoa, bro, slow your roll.
Because people now, I think, are having a different appreciation for what they want. And it's not selfish by no means, but just, giving into what they want or what they realize. They say, hey, this shit could have been over. I might not have never done X, Y, and Z. I might not have never fulfilled this fantasy, this desire, or, whatever these thoughts are I have in my head. Like, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to see it through. Now's the time to make it happen. Like, or even having everything that you want at your whim, because we have porn, you know what I mean? You can go to what your go-to is, you know what
I'm not gonna lie, that was a good thing in the beginning, man, because porn was like free, even the premium shit. I was like, oh shit, and I was looking at certain porns, I was like, damn, you do this? Like, I knew you was nasty, but you really nasty.
Really, really nasty.
And I started knowing like porn stars, like, on first name basis. Like, I know the old ones like Sky Black, Cherokee, Beauty Dior and shit. But then like Miss Natural, Go Fuck Me, and Mrs. Feed Me. I'm like, oh! I was spanking my monkey boy 2-3 times a day.
Yeah,
I never felt that
good. Yeah. So the new porn, like, do you think porn has gotten better over time? Do you think, we switch out the characters, we switch out the names? I mean, but it seems like the script is the same. Do you think porn is getting better?
One girl that, no lie, that one porn star, I feel like I don't even want to hit it. I just want to put a finger in her. You know what I mean? Because it's like her moans are so sexy. And the way she talks to you, you would feel like you was Mandingo. So I don't give a fuck who you is. But it's Misty Stone. Like she been dropping new porns. And she's like, oh, you want to fuck me, daddy? I'm like, oh, man. It's like, she got the perfect sex talk. And I watch all these new people like Simone Richards and the Miss Londons and, those type of characters and shit. But some of them is like, their body is just so over. It's like,
wow.
Like the ass be so big, but the legs be like my calves. You can't even enjoy it.
Yeah.
But like a Misty Stone is like, she's always been skinny, had the petite titties, had the great moans. It's like, I could watch that. I could watch the Simone Richards. She's kind of like, not a BBW, but just right. You know what I mean? Little Spanish girl want to just talk shit to you and look in your eyes while she giving you a blowjob. It's like, this is something I can get used to. The Bella Dangers, those are the ones I go, all right. at times I get like self-conscious. I be watching porn. And like, you know how the white boys be mad aggressive with the black girls. I'm like, don't do that. Stop. Like, stop that.
Hey, dude, what is that about?
She's a black queen.
Listen,
her
that's no bullshit. They do be low key aggressive.
And niggas be over there doing them like ghetto gap. Like, stop. You can't breathe.
You gonna say the porn stars out here? You gonna put your cape on?
No.
You gonna put your cape on?
At times I be wanting to, like, but then I be like, shit, the shit I be doing. Shit, I wonder what people be saying if they see me.
Somebody say that, girl.
Yeah, like, damn, you know she got a weave on. You pulling that shit? Yes.
Fuck it, it's coming on.
Yeah, it's coming on.
Edges. It's coming on.
I done got that glue down around a couple times, like, and put that shit right back on and clip it for.
The sex don't be bomb till your wig fall off, ladies. Okay,
who you telling?
Let's just keep that.
Sex ain't good until my do-rag come on.
Until your natural hair is out.
If my do-rag don't come off, yeah, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Man, I've been in situations where goddamn wig came off, lashes off. Like, who the fuck's your lashes?
Oh, that's not good. The lashes is like premature for me. I'm gonna make sure that glue slip. Soon as I hit it from the back, that shit gonna fly off the bed. Boom! I'm looking for my lash. Oh, that shit gone, baby. Now your wig is right here, but you gonna have to get some new lashes tomorrow. Check your cash. Check your cash out.
Check your... It's real life though, you guys.
Check your cash.
Like you really sometimes with great sex it's like comparing your war wounds. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like comparing your war wounds. Like, oh, look at what happened to me this time when I was over there. You know, look, she fucked me up this way. I can't even move no more. You know, it's very much like that. Do you feel like sex is competitive between men and women?
Yeah, cause shit, sometimes some chicks fake. Like, yeah, all right, nigga, I nutted, but I'm out of here. Like, I'd rather go play. You know what I mean? So, and then at times, like, it was a time, I want to say like a couple weeks ago, I ain't nut. You know, and I kind of like, you know, like.
Oh, you faked it. You out here faking it.
But I felt she knew I faked because it woke up in the
she
morning and it was an all-out war. I'm like, damn, all right, maybe I need to fake this shit more often.
Just throw in the towel. I give up. Like, I don't want no more. Yeah, that's very, very interesting. Throwing in the sexual towel. So I've had a couple of guys on who have said, you know, yeah, dudes fake it. Like, I would want to know, what are these telltale signs that a guy is faking it?
Yo, it depends, because if I look good, like, it could be to a point hitting the belly and like, it's like mind over matter. So you probably like, the arch could be whack. She riding you and it's just a regular ride, or you hitting in. It's like she got her hands here. You can't really go deep. You can't get nasty the way, or maybe she don't like your finger in her butt, or maybe she don't like looking at you. Like certain niggas, that should turn them on, eye contact. You know what I mean? Or one is just grabbing the pillows, their head is just in the pillow, just like, oh, this is one of those. You know what I mean? Like at times, like communication during sex could take a man over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can even take a female over, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she's not a kisser, you don't want to kiss. But at the same time, it's like maybe you talking shit in her ear and the whole time she's like, And you're like, well, shit. Now you're just like, yeah, I nutted. And you out, you know? Probably jerk your shit in her bathroom, and they like me, I jerk my shit in your bathroom. Yeah, fuck it.
So with you saying that communication is important, I mean, don't you believe that communication is important prior to, you know what I mean? So you can express what you want, what you don't want, what you like, what you don't like, so that you don't run into some of these same situations.
Well, I'm saying I have understanding with the female I'm dealing with now, you know what I'm saying? So we're not in a relationship, but we have understanding, like sexually, like we're compatible. It's great. I ain't got no complaints. I'm experiencing new shit. It's like, you know, I don't take my socks off during sex, but lately I've been taking my socks off.
Oh, you done got comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
that's good.
You know what I mean? And it's to the
He's
point
gonna have you doing some shit you don't normally do, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
and I know it's good sex because I be seeing the sweat on the sheets. I'm like, yeah, we did that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So hot and steamy. Yeah, hot and steamy. Yeah, we be high fiving after. You know what I mean? Starting to nut together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though. Being able to find your sexual match can sometimes be difficult. And that's with any dynamic. That's whether or not it's y'all got a situation, y'all got understanding, it's a relationship, marriage, whatever the case may be. A lot of times it is hard to find your sexual match, but when you do, and then being able to capitalize on it, being able to add to it, being able to push each other to your limits is very, very satisfying. Very, very satisfying. You know what I mean? It's just trying not to miss out on the experience. Some people think that they can never have that experience, or they get to a point where they stop looking to have that type of experience, or you know what I mean, or just not appreciate it. You know what I mean? Not just not appreciate it. And I think people just need to do a better job of that. If anything coming out of the pandemic, you should have a better appreciation for all things, including your sex life. Including your sex life. You know, listen. All right. So you be all over the place. You be here, East Coast, West Coast. Would you rather have some New York ass or some LA ass?
New York ass.
Okay.
Because I already know what's going to go after. That's the thing about New York females. I just like the way they so blunt. Some LA ass is like, is what could benefit them. You know what I mean? So it's like, are you a comedian? Maybe I can get around some producers and shit, show them my shit, and then I'm on. You know what I mean? But New York ass is like, bro, you know I'm in these clubs already, so I really don't need you, but you just give me good dick. Thank you. That's all you good for. Cool. You know what I mean?
Gotta know your place, young man. Got to know your place.
Exactly.
So, would you rather have head or anal?
Head.
Okay.
I'm grown, but I ain't that grown for like, let's do anal every. Nah, I just broke into that little playing field, so. And that's only because the little cougar put me on to that. Like, y'all throw it in my hand. And at first I was kind of like,
Okay, so you fuck with the cougar. So would you rather have an older chick or a younger chick?
I love an older chick, cause shit, they trying to make up for lost time. These young chicks is like, they be fucking, but it be like sometimes it's pointless. Like, oh, bitch, get the fuck up off me.
It's pointless.
Yeah, bitch don't want to finger in her butt. She over there moving your hand. Oh, get the fuck about it. You hitting it from the back. She only wants something on your middle finger. Oh, I don't like fingers. Oh, get the fuck out of here, bitch.
So with all these movements and these things going on, would you rather have a Black Lives Matter bride, or would you rather do a civil rights bride? Yes.
Shit, maybe civil rights, man. They can teach me something.
Yeah, that's our old coach.
Because I'm not saying nothing wrong with this Black Lives Matter, but a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon, not really knowing what it's about, and you know what I mean, the things of that nature. It's like, I'm all for Black Lives Matter, but at the same time, let's practice what we preach. If we're gonna say Black Lives Matter, let's stop killing each other. You know what I'm saying? And then when you say it to certain people, they're like, "But if we got to put a but, then we ain't doing our job." You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are standing up for social injustice and things of that nature, but at the same time, we got to hold ourselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? We got to hold ourselves accountable. So that's just it. But civil rights, it was like they was down for it. You know what I mean? They made sure listen, we gonna be in jail for about 22 days, thug it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You put some of these Black Lives Matters in there, 22. Listen, I was just there. I didn't mean to be there. I'm not down for the cause. I'll vote for Trump. Yeah.
Right.
Please. They start turning into a whiteface.
So let me ask you then, what do you think about the march that's happening today?
Is a march happening?
Yeah.
I ain't been hooked to the news, man. I've been on the road so much, just connecting dots. Like, well, the march should do a lot, but at the same time, when we stand up for things and we got celebrities going to jail and certain people sticking their neck out there for us, we have to be held accountable to let them know, you know what I'm saying, that we appreciate them. So let's not say Black Lives Matter, let's march, and then next thing you know, we back to phase one of today's news, 3 teens killed by a shooter in, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So the march that's happening today is actually in commemoration of the previous march on Washington. So this is the commemoration of that, and it is so much going on. A lot of the Black Lives Matter movement, they're there. George Floyd's family, they're there. Um, a lot of people do view it as it meaning so much more, but do you really think that this march now means more than the one that happened before?
It means a lot. George Floyd really, took over the world. You know what I mean? That was something that, it was something. And then, with this new, is his name Stephen Blake?
No,
his name?
Not
What
Stephen. I'm sorry.
His name is, I don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah, I don't want to say his name wrong either.
Jacob Blake.
Yes.
Jacob Blake.
Yes.
Jacob Blake is more so, that the police want to make it like, oh, we told them stop. But then it's like, at times, you see, like it's one video out there where this cop is a Caucasian guy, and he got the taser out and everything. Homeboy's running to his car, and not one time did he fire a shot. Now you telling me this guy goes to his car, opens the door, and you got to shoot him 7 times? A person like me, even if he would have punched him and slammed him, I would have rather that. You know what I mean? But shooting a man 7 times in his back in front of his kids, you really didn't mean to shoot him in his back. You wanted to overkill him. You know what I'm saying? Because the first shot alone, you seen the cringe, but you still going, and then you still holding his shirt. So now this just excited you. To me, I feel like that cop got a hard on. Like when they told him he was suspended, he probably looking to the sky right now, like they know me now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And just like LeBron James said it the other day, a lot of these cops come from bully mentality. They were bullied, or they weren't the it guys in high school or college. And it's like, okay, now you give them the authority to shoot and kill. Because I don't think they really teach you to protect and serve. And I'm not a real political person. But I know a lot of people I went to school with that are Caucasian, that abuse their authority in my community. And they weren't them guys. Those were the, walk past their locker, really weren't too, social. But at the same time, they probably went home every day and like probably had posters of people of like, just wait until I get to this stature of life. They're going to know who the fuck I am. So basically what we're dealing with mass murderers, but they're just choosing the time when they want to do it. But they have an excuse. Why you did it? Man, I felt threatened. Why you felt threatened? Because they never been around. So that's why we're practicing. We have to practice to tell people maybe we should become police. Maybe police in our own communities and things of that nature. But at the same time, that's not gonna come overnight. You know, it's not gonna come overnight. But it's a lot of celebrities speaking out. We just have a stupid ass president that everything is an excuse with him. Well, if the NBA would have played, we wouldn't be like, shut the fuck up, bro. Right. You know what I mean? At one point in time, you was a businessman, and a lot of us supported your Trump towers and endorsed your Trump hotels and things that you were opening. So now that you got to speak to a whole country, you've been speaking to a whole country, just not in political sense. But don't turn one cheek and leave the other cheek open. Like, no, I'm not with that shit, bro. I'm not with that. That's one thing I hate. I always hated politics. That's why when governors and certain officials be coming to my neighborhood, don't hit me with the you gonna change shit. Because it's the same shit happening every day. You want my vote? Motherfucker, go walk to Washington with me right now so we can go speak to the president. Right. I still vote, but at the same time, certain shit got to change within ourselves too, and then the government. You know, the government got to come first. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
We got the wrong motherfuckers in office, big time. I'll tell you that.
So are you hopeful at all for the election? Do you feel like there's definitely going to be
I'm hopeful for Joe Biden. I'm hopeful for Joe Biden. I'm hopeful for him. But at the same time, the government got to change too, because the president's just the president. Right. The government runs the world, bro. So it's like governors is voting. So if you got each governor and the assemblies and all them shits voting like boom, 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 and you got a bunch of people that never, because a lot of these people that are in position never been through shit. They never came to the poverty side or witness Section 8 or things of that nature. They're ready to just like tear it down, let's build a casino. They thinking money. They're not thinking lives. They're not thinking who's homeless. They're not thinking none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people go to California with $1 in a dream. A lot of people come to New York with $1 in a dream. And LA and Oakland and Sacramento, they're like the biggest homeless cities. New York, we got a big population of homeless too. But at the same time, it's like the government got to change. They the ones that control everything. Shit. Everything's gentrified now. Ain't no more homeless shelters. Shit, it's brand new condos going up in casinos.
Most
That's
definitely.
why I just like to bust a nut a day and call it a day.
Bust a nut a day and call it a day. Okay, yeah. So you guys, that's gonna be my next shirt. Okay. You guys stay giving me new shirt ideas. Bust a nut a day. Call it a day.
Call it a day.
What else can I do? I've done my part.
That's it. That eases the tension. That levels the playing field.
Yeah, you see how my attitude is? I did my part. That's all I can do.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't do no more. Leave it at the market. See, busting 3 a day, you guys. I heard that in the interview.
Yeah.
Busting 3 a day.
Listen, when it was quarantine and we had to like stay inside, not go nowhere, and then grocery stores was like limited. Oh yeah, I was busting my nuts. Yeah. I was drinking more. I was smoking more hookah. I had my own lounge. Marcus Banks Lounge was open.
Like
it's down for renovation.
Get my cereal. I'm gonna go bust this nut.
Yeah, it's down for renovation today.
Okay. So, what can we look for from you coming up? What can we look for?
Oh well, I'm starting to get back in the swing of things, so I'm starting to audition for some things once things start opening. But you know, auditions is still audition. So I'm starting to audition, shooting a couple pilots, writing a couple things, and then I'll shoot pilots like as things open up more. So I'm getting into the writer's game right now, and about to do a podcast. Been in talks with certain comedians, you know what I mean, trying to get things, because you know you don't want to be an ego trip. You want everyone to feel equal in the same sense. You know what I mean? So once the podcast, TV, clothing line is about to drop. So that's what I'm really about to do. You know what I mean? I'm just about to try to corner the market and let everybody know Marcus Banks is here to stay, which I've been around for some time, but this ain't no play. You know what I mean? So get used to me.
And there you have it, folks. Y'all better get used to it. So
yeah.
Tell my viewers how they can follow you.
Oh, you can follow me at Marcus Banks Comedy, the way it's spelled, MARCUS, Marcus Banks Comedy. So Banks with an S, not with a Z. So Marcus Banks Comedy. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Backpage. I'm available for everything you need. 80th birthday parties. I strip on Sundays. You know what I mean? Just bring some grease. You can pour the grease on me, and I.
You doing the body roll? That's what we're doing.
Little body roll.
We're doing some body roll. You know your ass too old to body roll.
Nah, I just turned 30. I'm in great shape. I'm in the best shape of my life.
Okay, you in the prime.
Yeah, I'm in my prime. Yeah.
Every old woman's dream right there. Hey, come on, let me teach this young boy something.
Oh shit! I like when they say that. I'm like, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of my Corona Chronicles. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man. We've been missing each other, but thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So you guys, make sure you do definitely follow him, check him out. Marcus Banks has been in the game for a very long time, super talented. Seen him everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Yes, sir. I'm in and out your city real fast, like a jiffy.
Yeah, but you guys make sure you stay tuned, because the Corona Chronicles Volume 2 is not over yet. More chapters, more dope ass comedians. This has been phenomenal. Can't wait for more. Can't wait to share more with you guys.
Thanks for having me, sweetheart.
Bye.
Later.